Are you a beginner to working out? Are you a beginner to eating healthy and clean to support those workouts in the gym? Well, today's video is going to be a Q&A style video, and I'm going to look to answer a few questions that you might have. So hopefully, if you follow along, you might get some solutions to those questions you may be looking for. So up first, the first question is, what time would you recommend to do workout, or does it matter? So firstly, I'd say it doesn't exactly matter what time you work out at. For me, I work out earlier in the day. I find, for me personally, I have more energy in the morning time. Now, you may be different, and there could be a few factors that could affect your workout scheduling time. Do you know, are you working 9 to 5? Have you got kids to look after? So you probably will be working out later in the evening. Again, the flip side of that, you could be working out early morning before you go to work, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. You could be a morning person. So again, just finding what works for you, how you can fit your workout into your schedule is going to be the key with this. So yeah, I wouldn't get too hung up on the importance of the timing of the workout. Just make sure when you are working out that you make it count. So into the next question, and it is a workout related question. I have a question about my calves. I was just wondering, is it possible to lose fat or muscle off your calves, as I feel this area has been the biggest since I have put on weight. It is just a concern for me. Okay, so a couple of things here I would say would have a good knock-on effect to losing fat on the calf area. If you were in the gym, focus on your leg routines. First off, pick up some calf raises. Now this move is very, very effective in building a nice toned calf area. With this move, you are focusing completely on the calf area. You're isolating this area and shifting the tension and the focus onto this particular muscle. So first off, I would definitely say start doing some calf raises. I would also suggest to do some strength moves, squats, lunges, and leg presses are just some examples of moves that will shift focus onto the leg area. Another underrated tactic that you could use here is to implement walking or light jogging into your routine. So up next, another nutritional question, and it is, how can I calculate how much protein I need to eat per day? And does it have to be the same all days or different days when I train? So this is a good question. Protein is going to be optimal if you are working out. Promotes lean muscle, prevents muscle breakdown, and aids in your recovery. Now, if you're working out, you will want to keep your protein levels high. The more active you are, the higher your protein intake should be. Now, everyone should be having protein in their diet throughout the day. So I'm going to say, even if you're not working out, if it's a rest day, keep the protein levels the same as you would on a workout day. This way, you're promoting the muscle. It just ensures that your body is getting the nutrients that it needs, those rest days are going to promote muscle mass and making sure that your body is resting and recharging and putting all those workouts to good use. Now, what would I recommend in calculating your intake? I would definitely say the TDEE calculator. So I'm just going to briefly touch on this. So this tool is very good. All you got to do is put in your age, your goals, and it will calculate how much protein, carbs, and fats you should be taking in daily. Up next, and it is a workout question. Any tips for doing the side lateral raises easier? I find I have to drop down on weights to do this, and even at that, by the time I get to 6 or 7 reps, I find it hard to do them right. So side lateral raises. One of the best moves for building a set of defined shoulders. So the movement to the side of the body is going to put the focus on the side delt. And what you want to do here is raise the dumbbells to exactly your shoulder level. So just coming to shoulder level with the raise is going to shift focus onto the side delt. Now, so you mentioned by the time I get to 6 or 7 reps, I have to drop down the weights. So I'm going to suggest that maybe you're lifting too heavy on the side lateral. So just dropping the weight down, coming to shoulder level and focusing on your form is going to serve you well here. Okay, so what have we next? It is a nutrition question. And it is, should I be having a protein shake after workouts? I had 1 scoop of protein powder this morning in my overnight oats. So I mentioned earlier about the importance of protein, what it does for the body, and how implementing protein, if you are working out, how it aids your body. Now, so your question is, should I have a protein shake after workouts? Yes, if you are, if you're running against the clock, if you can have a meal, having a protein shake with you is going to ensure that you're immediately replenishing the body with the nutrients that it needs. You're ensuring a steady state of protein intake. You're getting the hit of amino acids that your body needs. And the use of protein powders is a great way to keep your protein levels high throughout the day. So without a doubt, having a protein shake after your workout is really, really recommended. So up next, we are heading back to the workout side of things. How much cardio should I be aiming for? And should I do it after a workout or not? Strength training promotes muscle mass, builds new muscle. And if you are focusing on hypertrophy, if you're scaling up the weights, it is a really great measure of your progress. So first off, I'm going to ask, what is your goal? If your goal is to trim up and lose weight, having cardio in your routine is highly recommended. Now, as I said in an earlier video, don't focus solely on cardio. No matter if your goal is to lose weight, put on muscle mass, strength training should always be at the front of your schedule. Okay, so we're pushing on to the last few here. And up next is, what's your take on creatine? Would it be beneficial or no? So creatine will aid your muscle building journey. It will supplement the hard work that you're putting in the gym. It results in an increase in muscle as well as aiding in recovery. If you're working out, I'd say include it in your routine. It can be very beneficial in that it draws water into the muscles. And this intake of water to the muscles will stimulate muscle growth. And another little thing here is, with this increase in water, it will make your muscles look fuller while you're in the gym. Also, I've been taking creatine myself and I found the benefits of it. So what I did was I implemented it alongside my nutrition routine, and I found if I was taking it maybe 20 minutes before the workout, it just gave me that little bit of a push to hit the weights and really ensured that I was focused on what I was doing. So to answer your question, absolutely, bring it in to your routine. Okay, so I'm going to run into the last question on the list. And that is, I am joining the gym next week. What would be the best equipment to start off with? Okay, so as you're just joining the gym, I'm going to recommend that you start off with the machines. Now, the machines are such a good piece of equipment. They ensure that your form and your technique is correct. It's the resistance on the machine that really focuses on the muscle that you're hitting. I would then say move on to the dumbbells. So the dumbbells, the free weights. You'd want to start light and get the form and the technique to work up those heavier lifts. So after your dumbbells, the most advanced piece of equipment would be the barbell. So bringing the barbell into your routine will be the most advanced of all the pieces of equipment. The barbell will focus on compound lifts. Your squats, deadlifts, bench press, and barbell row. But firstly, just get a feel for the gym. Get a feel for the machines. Get comfortable with the dumbbells. And then, the most advanced step, work in to the barbell. But again, don't rush it. Just feel it out and you will be rewarded. Okay, so that is a couple of things that I would recommend in terms of workouts and your nutrition. So if you're a beginner, just start simple. Start slow and gradually, over time, your experience levels will increase. Your confidence levels will increase. And then you will start to enjoy and have fun with your workout. Because when it comes right down to it, when you're having fun and enjoying your workout routine, then it's almost like the magic happens. You start to enjoy the next workout day and look forward to it. So build up to the level that you know you will be able to attain to. Okay, so on this channel, I look to keep it friendly and welcoming for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or you're advanced, working out should be enjoyed by everyone. So if you've been following along with the channel, you will see that I am in the middle of this beginner series. I am about 4 videos in, and I've got a couple more dropping your way. So if you're new to the gym, or you've been out of action for a while, why not follow along and maybe pick up 1 or 2 things that you mightn't have known before. So thank you all for following along. And if you have any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments below. And until the next one, have a great day and see you then.